Yo, what's going on you guys? RBG here, bringing you more updates on Transformers Rise of the Beast, a film that you thought was cancelled or simply forgot existed. The well of information has been relatively dry, especially considering the fact that Hasbro and Paramount have been radio silent. Besides behind closed doors events, there really hasn't been much but word of mouth. Which, take of that what you will. I know some of you would rather see these things than hear about them, and I share those sentiments. I feel like they should come out and reveal something, whether it be showcasing a robot design of Optimus Primal, or maybe do a brief teaser with the Maximal logo with some kind of epic narration. But the studio is trying to be very careful with this rollout, and I honestly think it's for the best because they absolutely have to come out swinging and bring back those fans who gave up on the live action movies. We still have to next summer when the movie hits theaters, so this at least gives Hasbro and Paramount enough time to make awesome promos. They need to come out with something that competes with or outdoes the Bayformers trailers. Like, say what you want about those films, especially the later ones, but Michael Bay had a way of pulling people right back in, whether it be showcasing Optimus going on a Decepticon killstreak or chokeslamming Bumblebee. Those trailers always got fans hyped, or at least got them curious to see what was going to happen in the film. So yeah, the studio at least needs to keep that style of marketing. Anyways, I know it feels like Hasbro is just sitting on this potentially awesome content and we're just ready for them to open the floodgates, but there is something that they can't let sit there, and that is the toys. It's important to keep in mind that the toys are and will always be the lifeblood of the Transformers franchise. That's what dictates what actual characters are going to make the cut in each film, and the biggest blessing of it all is that they have a good way of giving out clues on what we could possibly see in the actual movie. Of course, there are going to always be certain things that are just there and aren't indicative of what will be in the upcoming projects. Like, there are always going to be those toys that have the current show or movie name slapped on them, but they really have nothing to do with what the package claims they're associated with, which is a bit deceptive, no pun intended, but it's very helpful in keeping the shelves full of new Transformers products. It's also helpful in preventing Hasbro's inventory from being backed up. Keeping toys in different warehouses can be very expensive, especially when you're pumping out new action figures that aren't necessarily associated with upcoming movies. But thankfully, since Hasbro has managed to make most of the recent iterations of their characters look similar, they can just slap any name on the box and pass off the toys however they want. And that's essentially what they've been doing when it comes to their Rise of the Beast toys. There have been a lot of action figures, particularly Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, that have been marketed as something else when they are obviously supposed to be for the upcoming film. For example, we've been seeing this cool looking Optimus Prime floating around with a very unique alt mode that sort of mirrors his TF Prime version, and that's been passed off as a Cyberverse product and probably other things in the future. I remember pointing out that this could be a new look that Optimus gets somewhere during the story of Rise of the Beast, and while some of you saw where I was coming from with this theory, there were some of you who said it wasn't possible. Like, you pointed out that we've already seen what his new truck form will look like in all the photos and behind the scenes footage, and that's true, we have seen that truck form for the big red and blue Robo Jesus, but you have to keep in mind that a robot having more than one alt mode in a single film is nothing new when it comes to the Transformers movies. Let's not forget that Optimus had two different truck modes in Age of Extinction, the flat-face cab over truck aka evasion mode, and the Western Star tow truck which he upgraded to during the middle of the film. Bumblebee had like 4 alt modes in his movie, which is the most we've ever seen a bot change into. So let's not rule out the possibilities that we could see our boy Optimus repeat what he did in Transformers Age of Extinction. Since we're on topic of this specific character, I wanted to talk about this new look we got for him in his robot mode. Now, I just want to point out that this isn't necessarily the first look we've got of Optimus. We've gotten plenty of glimpses of him before, but this one might just be the best look we've gotten for him. A few days ago, Hasbro held an investors event to give a rundown on their plans to make a 50% profit over the next 3 years, with plans to expand margins to 20% by 2027 as it focuses on selling more toys and games such as Peppa Pig and Nerf guns directly to consumers via online channels. They also forecast that they will report annual revenue of $8.5 billion or greater by 2027. In order to do this, they're opting to only focus on a few of their brands aggressively, and as you'd expect, Transformers was obviously going to be one of those brands. Transformers will receive a new entertainment lineup, including an animated kids show known as Transformers Earthspark, a film that will be released in the summer of next year, which we all know is going to be Transformers Rise of the Beast, and an upcoming CGI film in the summer of 2024. Among those announcements, fans in attendance were lucky enough to see yet another behind closed doors trailer. Which, take of that what you will, I know I'm in that group that wishes Hasbro and Paramount would just drop the trailers publicly, but I also love how this builds hype and anticipation around the film. Just hearing the people who are fortunate enough to be in attendance go into detail on what they saw makes me all the more pumped to see Rise of the Beast. Like, that's what a lot of fans love. And that's essentially why people tune into watching my update videos, because they contribute to the viewers' excitement. But anyways, although this was an exclusive event, it didn't stop certain things from getting out to the public. We also have a very tiny image of a mock-up from the Rise of the Beast retail standee with a big Optimus cutout. Some fans are suggesting that this cutout also includes a CG render of Optimus Primal, but that's kinda hard to confirm considering how small the image is. Like, you can barely see what this new render of Prime even looks like. But thanks to a promo for a mobile TF game that I could care less about, we were able to get a better look at our boy. As you can see, he fares quite similar to his Bumblebee model with a few alterations. Since he has an upgraded truck mode, you can see that this is going to have a little more going on. The thing that sticks out the most is the metal plates going along the upper chest. There's just something about that little touch that adds to the design's cool factor. Like, it's very reminiscent of the Bay Optimus Prime because it also has those metal plates that made it look like it had a collarbone. Besides that, you also see this newly added addition of the yellow stripes going along his hips, and this right here just makes it look more G1 accurate. As much as I love his look in Bumblebee, I felt like those little details were missing, so I'm glad to see the design team has touched up on that. But anyways, the last thing I want to highlight is this recent leaked toy listing for a specific character, and that is Bumblebee. I know, big surprise, right? Yeah, apparently he's going to receive a major upgrade in this movie that correlates to the Bayformers side of things. Some of you guys may remember where there was a listing of toys for the upcoming film that was leaked in December, and one of the names on that list was Beast Mode Bumblebee. And I gotta be real with you guys, I didn't take it serious at the time because it sounded like a gimmick that was solely intended to be a toy and not in an actual movie. But after giving it some thought and seeing this potential form mentioned again recently for the new toy line titled Buzzworthy, I feel inclined to take it more seriously. As you're aware, Bumblebee is essentially the face of the TF brand nowadays, so this is probably going to be something that will be the highlight of the movie. I'm thinking it might have something to do with the MacGuffin or main plot device which all the factions will be racing to obtain, and somehow it'll power B up to actually have B features. It'll probably be something similar to jet-powered Optimus where he possesses flight capabilities, but we'll just have to wait and see. Until then, I'm going to turn it over to you guys. What are your thoughts on this news? Are you liking the designs we've gotten for Optimus Prime? And do you think we'll see Beast Mode Bumblebee in the film? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, I'd appreciate it if you liked or disliked the video. It doesn't have to be a thumbs up, it can be a thumbs down. But if you really enjoyed it, I ask that you share it on all the different social media platforms with your friends and followers. Sharing really makes a difference. But once again, this is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, signing out on another video. I'll catch you later. Peace out. As a successful YouTube user, I often get questions asking what I use to get my videos tons of views. And the answer to that is TubeBuddy. This thing has helped me take my channel to the next level in ways I never imagined. It's a browser extension that helps new and experienced YouTubers grow fast and optimize their channels. I've been using this extension for years and it's constantly getting updated with new features, like the SEO tool that helps me come up with the perfect title, description, and tags to get more people to click on my videos. It even provides you with analytics beside your videos to see how much traffic your video is generating from various social media sites. The extension is absolutely free, but as a special offer, we're giving a 50% discount for channels that have less than 1,000 subscribers that purchase the Pro upgrade. All you have to do is enter in the code RisingStarBuddy. So if you're interested in starting a YouTube channel or taking your content to the next level, download the extension now. You can do so by clicking on this link that will be provided in the description of this video.